Hey guys, it's Jaden in Magicians, Season 5, Episode 11. This is where we're at, my guys. 2 more to go. Like I said before, I'm very excited to see this show go. I don't think it's got enough recognition. But let's just get into like what really happened in the episode. Margot and Josh got back together. Julia and Penny had a talk about the baby, and that's a whole storyline of itself in the episode. Elliot, Finn, Margot, Josh are then sent to astral project to Ember, who says like they need to blow up Fillory. Then Umber comes in like, no, I have an arc. It's going to save all the people of Fillory. Then you can put them wherever the hell you want, but that's what's going to save it. Then they start slapping each other, and yeah, back to the whole thing. So Alice talks about the world seed. The whole crew is all there being like, oh, this is also an option. So our goal is we need the world seed, we need the clean magic circumstances box, and we need the pages from the book. Cool, great. Still waiting on seeing Quentin, if he's going to come back the last episode. Holding out hope on that one. Don't know if it's going to happen. But we split up into multiple teams after we get Hyman, who's, you know, stuck inside the cage after, like, stuck inside the cupboard after, what's her name, Plum and Penny put him there so they can save him. But he's a traveler, so they go and get him. Julia and Penny. They save him. They bring him back to life. He's so fascinated about life. It's really interesting. Then the whole thing basically splits into about 3 characters. There's actually this conversation between Finn and Hyman, really discussing the fact of like, Hyman's been watching over the whole entire story about everyone in the friend group. So he's really like, Finn, you need to take a little charge. They don't really respect you, and you're kind of just okay with it. And he's like, you need to figure that out and stop them from like disrespecting you. Finn, love her. So proud of her in general. So then we split into 3 different groups. So we have Hyman, who drops off Finn, Josh, Elliot, and Margot at Umber's house. Then we have the Alice, Katie, let's look for the couple or a way to take away the couple. We have that group. And then we have the Penny and Julia sort of Hyman evolved situation as a whole. So getting started with the big number as a whole with everyone in the crew. They go to Umber's house. There's a whole riddle. Who's going to solve the riddle? Oh, Finn. Because what? Fillorians matter. They get into the door, and then there's another riddle. They try and find all the pocket worlds from last season. And they're like, where's everything? It's not there because Umber's not there. And as security precaution, you know, there's another riddle. There's a bunch of snow globes that are going to be the arc to transport the people from Fillory to the new world or wherever the hell they're supposed to be going. Okay. And guess what everyone does? They're still shitting on Finn. Shitting on her. And she's like, you know what? Figure it out yourself. Like, figure it out. Ellie and Finn have a whole conversation about that they don't respect her at all. And they would totally feel completely different about the whole situation if it was Earth that was going to be destroyed. And they're right. She's right. She's completely right. But at the same time, Elliot's like basically over up. Essentially, like, this is the hard decision that we actually have to make. You really want to not be a sidekick. You want to be a decision maker, a shot caller. Then you're going to have to figure out what you want. Do you want the land that is Fillory, or do you want the people, their traditions, everything that can be transferred somewhere else? What do you want, Finn? Then we hear some of the globes basically exploding because Margot got a little antsy, took one, started exploding, but she chose the wrong one. Finn running down, grabs the right one. It turns out it was one with the seahorse because it's the one where Umber and Ember brought the people in the seahorse's pouch to Fillory. Yeah. So let's get into the Katie and Alice story. Katie and Alice are looking for the couple. They consort to Katie's right-hand man. I do not ever remember this man's name. It turns out that the only person who's ever really dealt with the couple was Marina 23. So they have to go and see Marina. And Marina's like, you know Marina. She's always a little crazy and mean. Turns out when they got there, she apologized. She went to some healer to turn off all the bad things that made her a bad person in her mind, and it seemed like it worked. She's trying to learn how to bake badly. She does not really want to help them in this plan, but she does because it's the end of the world. Like, what's gonna happen? So she takes them to like that librarian bastard from last season or the season before who kept horrible guy, right? You know who I'm talking about. The on the putting the awards mark on everybody. Trash man. So they go to his thing. He was part of the crew that was supposed to steal the world seed. Marina basically sent him on a suicidal mission. One of their people actually ended up dying, and the librarian guy, Kevin, I believe his name is, ends up in a full body cast. Trash. So the only other person who knows where the book or how to figure out the whole situation is this person named Anna, who has the book. Turns out it's Marina's ex-girlfriend, who was like over everything that Marina has ever done. So nice Marina's like, I can't do this. Oh my gosh, like I can't lie to her. I can't lie to her. You need me to fix this plan. So Katie and Alice come with this plan of like, you know what, we're gonna need old Marina, so they're gonna take down the bullshit spell. They make a Warrior's Bond spell to make sure that, let's keep it 100, you can't betray us, period, right? They take off the spell, they lie to Anna, and they're done with that. We're done, we're good, cool, we got the book. Cool. Then we're gonna hit it up with Alice. Then we're gonna hit it up with Julia and Penny. Hyman's kind of there, just having his own existential crisis, right? Julia and Penny, there's a baby situation. Julia's out here trying to figure out the dead language, trying to figure out how to read that page. And Penny comes in with cravings. He comes in here with the box, the circumstances box. Being like, here's the control panel, we're gonna need this. And he wants Julia to go through these treatments that Lipson basically talked about so that it can prepare for the fact that when the baby comes out and that there's no mess after, right? She's like, I will not be trapped in a cage at all. Julia goes missing. She walks out the room being like, how dare you try and treat me like I'm a prized object. We get it, Julia. Cool. She goes to the library of the school to look for another book. She ends up running to Sir Effington. Effington's like, I'm, in dire need. Basically, like, so he's actually going to let a woman do the quest about how someone's actually blown up Fillory. So he basically talks about how the crew is actually going to blow up Fillory and how they do it. And she's just asking a bunch of questions like, oh yeah, tell me more about this prophecy. Yeah, please, let me know. He figures out that, they're the ones that are going to blow up Fillory. And he said the exact words that, you know what, I can't believe y'all are the ones who are going to do this, but understand whoever destroys Fillory, your family, your loved ones will die, period. I was like, ooh, is that a foreshadowing towards the baby? I don't know. The baby changes everything, honestly. Penny ends up finding Julia. They end up having a whole conversation about Penny's growing up and his young time growing up and how he grew up in a foster care system because his dad left. But it was because his mom started having mental breaks and mental episodes of just little things here and there. Basically the aftershocks of having, a psychic inside of you. And it happened even after Penny was outside of her. She just was having aftershocks. She ended up burning down their apartment. He ended up going to foster care after that. And he messed up his mom basically because he was a psychic / a traveler. So kind of sucks, right? So we go back into the whole situation of, this is why I need you to at least give some effort. I'm not leaving my baby at all, but I don't want to lose you. Cool. Good. Lovey-dovey, back together. Love that Julia and Penny are on the same page on trying to protect each other in their little family that they're building together. They go back to the physical kid's house. Guess who's there? Dean Fogg. Evil Fogg from, I believe, 19, whatever. Psycho Fogg. Crazy man. Trash. Still surprised this man is still in this. Still coming out. And he took the circumstances box because the couple freed him. Great. He also punched Hyman in the nose. Side note, Hyman also had a conversation with Penny about like how he needs to start living his own life. Hyman really needs to realize like, yeah, he was part of everything beforehand, but like you're not a ghost anymore. Like you're an actual person, you have a body. Let's make sure you use it again. Really enjoy yourself. But now the couple has everything. They have the seed, the box, and the page. Like, we don't know what they're gonna do. But we gotta take care of Seb, who's trying to destroy Fillory. Let's just get into it. So okay, this episode has brought into a lot in my mind, right? A lot of crap happened in such a small amount of time. Again, I don't really know where the pace, and they said let's ramp that up because they ramped it up to a new level. I'm not mad, I'm just really just like, this is so much, because I feel like everything that has happened so far within this episode was very important for the most part to getting to the gist of it. In terms of Julia and Penny, I'm happy to see where they're going. I'm happy that they're really talking about their issues. I love the fact of getting more backstory in Penny. I love that we're still building that out. Also, Julia recognizing that she lost all choices for herself, to be completely honest. Like, I don't want to say that in a negative aspect, but when you have a child, it's your child is now the one who comes first, no matter what. So she can't just be going willy-nilly trying to be a superhero. She can be supermom later, but like right now, let's not be irresponsible, Julia. I like that they brought back Kevin. I love seeing Marina. Happy to see her again. Loving the new blonde pixie cut. Yeah, I'm really happy to see Evil Marina come on back into the crew next week. We have about 2 more episodes to go. I do think this is a great episode. I truly think, obviously, I feel like if we know the way the series is going to go, we're going to end off on a happy note. Like, there's no reason why we'd end out on sad. Granted, this is a Magician, so we may end up with a sad, but this is the last season, so maybe not. You know? So I'm thinking more of somebody has to die. I don't know. Somebody has to die out of this situation. It makes no sense for someone not to die. It really doesn't. I don't know who it's going to be. If it's Marina, I can see it as being Marina. Some random character's going to die. I don't know how they're going to defeat the couple, because the couple seem like they're some on different level of problems. It just seems like everything is like a tchotchke doll. Like, we need to open one layer to open another layer to open another layer to solve like initially what's down at that initial layer, so we can put everything back together. And I don't know. I'm excited to see where this is going. I feel like I say this every week at this point, but I really am. I don't know really where they're going to go, because they keep changing up everything. They're giving everybody really they're kind of wrapping up a lot of storylines with people. I hope we get to see Todd at least one more time. I really do hope that Quentin Coldwater is in that last episode, because I feel like that's very important. I believe this was the last episode that we're going to see Ember and Umber together, so that was interesting in itself. Just talking about the series as a whole so far, like, it's been such a good ride. I'm so proud of all of them for putting in the work and putting in to create something that is so different and unique and really well written, and really subvert a lot of expectations. And I just love this show. Anyway, tell me your favorite memory so far. I think my favorite memory is just been like, it was me and one of my residents while I was in college, just sitting at the desk watching this show. And the fact that, you know, we're able to have a whole conversation about, like, oh my god, I couldn't see that coming. Like, that's probably, like, my favorite memory with this show. So, yeah, tell me your favorite memory. What do you think is going to happen going forward? I'd love to sit there and talk about it in the comments down below. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what's up. We got 2 more episodes to go. It's going to be wild. So, sorry for the late video. Like, also that. Anyway, you know, we dealing with the Rona. But we trying to think happiness. Anyway, bye.